Hey everyone, welcome back to Aphrodite Menonil Tarot. Thanks so much for joining our channel today. It is very much appreciated. Just going to be doing a reading for Leo. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't make the story fit if it's not your story. Sometimes I do say he or she, sometimes the story might be vice versa. Alright, Leo, I keep hearing Celine Dion. Trying to think what the title is. When you touch me like this, and you see me like that, we forgive and forget, but it's all coming back to me now. I think you're reminiscing, Leo, a lot on your past and a lot on the connections that you once had. I think, you know, where you had some expectations with some people, things didn't really work out. But you are really focusing on one connection right now, okay? And this one connection, you have an expectation that to come, or somebody has an expectation. All right, we have a mature man here. Somebody that works very hard. Leo, your home is your castle. Your home is your castle, Leo. You know, you've worked hard to achieve something, to achieve a comfortable lifestyle. Okay, it's a place where you want to sort of like grow old and settle down in, and you know, not having to move again. But the thing is that with this connection that you're currently in, it is an official connection. I would say this is a couple here. Okay, mature man and a mature woman. I kind of feel here, Leo, that there are some things that are hidden, or you're hiding something here, okay? I've got here the person wearing a false mask. So there is something hidden in this connection. And what you might be hiding, Leo, is your finances more than anything, okay? So I kind of feel like that in this connection, you are very highly respected, you and your partner. Have a lot of that. People do hold you in high regards here. I do see what you don't see coming is something official regarding a property, okay? Now, I feel like you want to keep something to yourself here because you don't want people to know. I mean, you're out in the community like, you know, everything is fine and everything is whatever, but there is something that is hidden here, okay? But you are coming into some great fortune, Leo. There's a change that is coming in, especially by September, all right? And I do feel that you will be receiving some sort of message from a mature woman by July, or this could be a gift that is coming to you, Leo, if your birthday is in July, okay? So I do feel like something is being gifted to you here. For some of you Leos that you are in a connection but you're in love with somebody else, I think you have a bit of a concern regarding this connection here. This is a connection that you want to make a change, but right now you're just trapped to something that is holding you back, and it could be finances that is holding you back. It seems to be all about your finances because you're feeling like there might be a bit of a lack here, okay? All right, for some of you Leos, the main male and the main female, whoever these two are, okay? Okay, Leo, you are dealing with either two males or two females here, okay? All right. Some of you Leos, you know, you're working hard to have this comfortable lifestyle, okay? But when is enough going to be enough for you, okay? Sometimes we have to look at what we have and be humble, okay? Because we should never forget where we come from. We should never forget where we come from and what the circumstances are that led us to where we are today. Okay. So I kind of feel like you have some concerns regarding your work, and that is coming in very strongly. Now, you feel like there's a bit of a lack, but you do have some unexpected money that is coming your way. All right. Now, for you Leos that are dealing with two people, like as in you're married and you have another connection, you're coming in as worried that you know, there's my God, I don't know if I'm getting the two stories mixed up. I'm going to say with one Leo that you have to make a choice between two people. One lives a very comfortable lifestyle and the other one you feel like has a bit of a lack, okay? And what can you do to make things work, to be able to bring some balance into this connection? Because I feel like even though that there is one that has a lot of stability in their life and maybe they're wearing a false mask to how much money they really have. Or are they hiding the money from you, you know, or you hiding the money from this other person? Because this person likes to spend. They like to have a privileged lifestyle. So maybe you have to take control of the finances now, Leo, because this person is really spending not only your money, but their money as well. And they're not thinking about, even though they're working hard and everything, they just want to, you know, have this lifestyle where they show the world how comfortable they are, but they're not comfortable because in this relationship there's unhappiness here. Okay, there's a lot of unhappiness. It's a lot of hard work, and I think you're kind of like a little bit over the hard work. You now want to relax, but yet this person's focus is on money, 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 and your focus is on retire, 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 retire. Okay, so it's becoming a little bit toxic here. You want to start living your life now. You want to start traveling. You want to start doing some things. Okay, you know that money is a necessity, but you've chased the money for so long. Now you want to enjoy what you built, enjoy what you have, enjoy where you are. But this person is not allowing you to enjoy it anymore. They've just totally taken control of the whole situation. And I feel like that you want to get control back. Okay. Now, if you were happy in this situation, there wouldn't be this other person here. Okay. So you're not that 100% happy. If you have to bring somebody else in to fill in the rest of your happiness, you can't be that happy. All right. So you're a little bit worried. You're in despair here. You feel like life is taking you in a different direction. Okay. You will be receiving a message about some unexpected money that you either have to pay or you're going to receive. And it is coming in from a legal situation here. Okay. But Leo, you've got the card of coming into some sort of sudden wealth. Now, normally when I get this card of sudden wealth, it has got to do with possibly inheritance that is coming your way. Okay. Now, if it's not inheritance, you've got a streak of luck that is going to come your way, which will bring you into some sort of sudden wealth. Okay. All right. So for other you Leos, you're very much in your thoughts. You're thinking of your children. You're thinking about your childhood. You're thinking about maybe a family member that has passed. Okay. You might be feeling their energy around you within your home. And this person could be a mother figure that you're thinking about. And I also feel that this person, if this is the person that you're going to come into sudden wealth, okay, through an inheritance, it is going to make you a wealthy person. But it is going to be a legal situation here, okay? Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you, Leo, for those of you that are not happy in their connection, that if this is something that you already know, I kind of feel like that with the adjudication here and with the marriage, that you need to get out of this marriage. Now, you don't have to take my advice, but you need to get out of this marriage before you come into this wealth. Because if you don't, it's going to make you sick. It is going to make you sick that this person who will take half of everything that you own. Okay, so you want to build something on it. You want to give some to your children. You want to maybe do some sort of a will for yourself. But the person that is passing, that is leaving you a large amount of money, is definitely worried about, you know, whether you're going to stay or separate from this person. But something just occurred to me. It came in and came out. A lot of you have stayed in this connection that you're currently in because you may have had abandonment issues. You may have had a lot of trauma as a child, okay? And you probably stayed in this connection longer than what you had to. But I kind of feel that maybe some of you are staying in it for the sake of the children. Some of you are trapped. You just can't get out of this connection, okay? But I do feel here that you are being gifted something. Something is coming to you as a gift, okay? And I do feel that it's coming in through somebody's illness, somebody who has left you some great fortune, okay? This person that has left you some great fortune is really, really concerned, you know, about the person that you're connected to, because they know that they like to live a privileged lifestyle, and they know that they like to spend, and, you know, they know that their hard work, that everything that they worked for is going to be lost if you're still connected to this person. But I do see a family meeting, and I do see a conversation that is going to come up. Now, you may have to travel for this family meeting, right? And I do feel that you will be gifted some money secretly. I feel like you're being gifted this money secretly without your partner knowing, okay? And I do feel that, yeah, you will be getting some sort of legal advice, because you're starting to realize the greed of this person. You thought that this person was working with you and was giving you everything that you wanted, and you worked hard together, okay? And now they may be earning more money than you, because you want to slow down, but they're increasing their workload, which means no time for you, which means they don't give you that much attention, lack of sexuality in the bedroom. You know, you're just like two people just living together. So it kind of like makes you think now, Leo, are you prepared for this person to go after what is rightly yours? And this is something you're going to have to think about, Leo, because right now you are mentally tied and trapped to this situation. You don't want to abandon, you don't want to hurt anybody, but all good things must come to an end. Okay, it is what it is at this stage. Because if you could make changes, you would make them, but right now, currently, you can't. So you're leaving it as it is until you have a conversation with this person, this older, mature person, all right? Now, it does have something to do with a family home, because it is going to be a family meeting. It's got something to do with your future wealth. It's got something to do with a gift that is going to be given to you during a journey. And I do feel that once you're given this gift, it gives you the strength to actually leave a situation if you want to leave it, okay? I feel like you stayed a little bit too long, Leo. I don't know whether this marriage was even meant to be. I feel like that it should have ended with the 3 and the 3. It should have ended 3 months ago, 3 years ago. It should have ended. But you struggled to make a choice here. You were struggling to make a choice. And you could have been struggling to make a choice between two people. But it is becoming a little bit toxic here, Leo, okay? So, you know, what are you going to do? Because you've got the travel card. There's definitely travel in your plans in the future. You may be dealing with the 4 fixed signs, which is you, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Yes, things are becoming a lot more clearer. Things that have been hidden are going to be revealed here, because we did have the couple that was wearing the false mask, making, you know, everybody think that everything is beautiful when really it's not. Okay, you did have a choice in a connection. You did have a choice here. And maybe you still are choosing between two. Yeah, for those of you that have got two people, one is a marriage and the other one is a connection, okay? You need to take control here, Leo, because if you're dealing with a water sign, which I thought maybe you were dealing with one of the 4 fixed signs, okay? That's where you feel your connection is, okay? That's the person that you want to take some sort of control over, okay? But you're struggling between the choices that you have to make, but you know what you want. It's just going towards it is going to be the struggle. All right. All right, Leo, one of these people is a past connection, somebody that you have very fond memories of. That's the person that you want to go towards. That's the person that makes you happy. That's the person that you feel is where you get your 10 of Cups, okay? But there is grief and sorrow. There is grief and sorrow, but there is definitely a wish fulfillment, coming out of feeling left out in the cold, upset that you didn't make the right decision. Yeah. I feel like every time you want to go towards this person, you get pulled back by the person that you're connected to already, the one you're committed to already. But all right. So your past person, the one that you want to go to, they may be choosing a new direction. They may be choosing a new direction because they've given up hope in this situation, okay? I've got to say the connection between you and the past person is much stronger than the connection that you're currently in. And it has the potential to become the 10 of Cups. But we've got this person here, the one that you've got at home, the one that always wants to come out of feeling left out in the cold, the one who's always worried about you leaving, doesn't offer you very much. So you may be leaving. You may be leaving, and then you may be rushing to stop somebody from leaving. It's a bit of a mixed bag here. One is actually a twin flame. The other one might be a past life connection, okay? But there's a very strong sense here of a confusion between two people that you want to choose from, okay? Now, ever since you pulled yourself back from work, and there is going to be a bigger pullback when it comes to your work, you do want to try and control the environment, but it's probably best that you just focus on yourself and let everybody else do the work. And if this person that you're connected to just constantly wants to work and build more, then you should take the time to spend with your family, your children, you know, your parents if they're still alive, or just finding things for you to do, because you're looking at your home and thinking there's plenty for me to do at home, but something is keeping you bound for a little while. Something is keeping you bound for a little while, definitely, you know. Yeah, you may be having an operation, you may be sick, you may be, you know, laid off for a little while. This could also be the person that is going to be leaving the inheritance for you. But it's a bit of a mixed bag, but a lot of confusion. Okay, so, you know, you do what you have to do for yourself, Leo. I think it's best that you make yourself happy. You can't control everything. Enjoy being at home for a little while if you can, but taking time out to rest and staying away from people with toxic energy is going to be in your best interest, okay? There is a child that you're worried about. Maybe this child also has a court case that they have to attend. But yeah, you're very worried. You're very worried. You know, because I see you here very much in your thoughts, and also having a lot of concern of everything that is going on around you. But you know what? You can't control everything. Everybody's got their position, everybody's got their job to do, and everybody plays their part. Okay, and you have to allow that to happen without trying to control everything. The only thing you can do is control what you do. So do what you do best. Okay, and everything else is going to fall into place. But whatever this court thing is, I do feel like it works in your favor to a certain degree. But it is troubling you, it is worrying you, all right? But you should be more worried about this. The ending. The ending of someone or something. But with this ending brings in some great fortune. So, yeah, Leo. Felt like there was so many scenarios in this reading. Anyway, Leo, you take care and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.